And also measure. If you cannot measure what you want to achieve, it's hard to hit a target. It's like, hey, I want to go 10 miles, but you can't define what 1 mile looks like.
Hola, les doy la más cordial bienvenida a todos a nuestro nuevo episodio de SDC Code, aquí en las oficinas de Santiago Development Center. Mi nombre es Pablo Ríoseco, actualmente Site Reliability Engineering, y hoy día estamos muy emocionados porque contamos con un invitado muy especial que nos visita directamente desde Atlanta, en US. Déjenme presentarles a nuestro DFDS SRE Leader, Vipul Mapara. Hey Vipul, nice to meet you finally in person. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Pablo, for having me here.
No, it's nice to meet you. We are very glad to have you here in person. I hope you have a very good collaboration session with every one of us. For us, it's our pleasure to have your presence here. And please tell us a little bit about of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be here. I mean, first time in Chile. It's beautiful city. I'm watching mountains. This office is amazing location.
Yeah.
So I'm energized, meeting great team. It's finally great to be here, meet people in person and see the collaboration. And so it's fun. And been with Equifax and I've been connected with SDC for very long. So it's great to be here finally.
Awesome. It's good to know that we have now an Equifax fellow with us with more than 16 years working at Equifax. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I started as a developer in Equifax back in 2006, and here I am as an Alliance SRE leader. So it's been a great progressive journey with Equifax. It's just amazing. I'm proud, and it's just learning is happening. So it's great.
Awesome. Let me ask you some question about general question about our day-to-day and some kind of challenges. For example, how do you manage that at the Alliance level we can be implementing in most of the time, of course, the best practices in a highly regulated company?
Yeah, I mean, as they say, Equifax is a highly regulated company and organization. So for us, having an Alliance SRE role for me is a great challenge for me to drive efficiency, effectiveness, and being safe. And we are a security first company, so of course it's a great challenge. But yeah, we're coming a long way over last 4 or 5 years.
Awesome.
And we're just beginning. This is the new way of working, as we say. This is the way.
This is the way it is, of course. And how do you see the future of our role? Site reliability engineer is still a challenging here in Chile. And how do you see the future now? A lot of new tools, new technology stack. Now we are in the artificial intelligence area. So how do you see the future of SRE? Consider that we have many new challenges like Vertex AI, for example.
Yeah, I mean, SRE single goal is uptime and being reliable, as we say, and doing that in engineering way and doing at scale is hard. But we have a lot of advanced capabilities from our hyperscalers like Google, who is our preferred partner. And it's just beginning. And we as SRE really thrive ourselves mastering our ninja chops, defining how to achieve the scale for uptime and reliability and doing at scale. So Vertex AI in general is where now that we have a data fabric, putting all the data in the single place in a centralized way, and we can democratize that data finally to drive the actionable insights with analytics, advanced analytics capability. So Vertex AI is the linchpin while we got the foundational compute and the data together. So SRE is on the pivot point, especially to scale Vertex AI as well. It's no different than how we scale other GCP services. So that's how we will get to Vertex AI and enable for Equifax at scale.
Awesome.
SRE are good at that.
Awesome. That's great. Good to hear that. So uptime, availability, reliability, scalability. What do you think are the most important skills that an SRE should have today? We have many people that has been working in different kind of roles. Most of them maybe are looking at the SRE role. What do you think should be the 5 most critical skill that every SRE should have to be successful?
Yeah, it's a great question, Pablo. And to understand that, I just go back to the basics. What matters to our customers, right? We at Equifax, we are a technology company. So a lot of the money that we make is through technology. So when our systems are up, that's when we make money. Actually, I had one of my business president who told me that, hey, Vipul, make sure whatever you do, you keep system up, because when your systems are up, that's when we make cha-ching revenue, right? So one of the goal Equifax invested so much money is to drive that always on, which is a single tenant that makes reliability a cornerstone. So how do you build a system always on is really what SRE needs to answer and do those 5 why, and then maybe find those 5 skills really. So for me, if you ask me how you answer that question, to keep the uptime and redundancy, so you have a fail tolerant system, fault tolerant, you identify your fault tolerant zones, single point of failures, and then you watch how well you want to have your error budget allocated. You define your service level objectives, drive from that, and also measure. If you cannot measure what you want to achieve, it's hard to hit a target. You know, it's like, hey, I want to go 10 miles, but you can't define what 1 mile looks like. It's very hard to meet 10 miles. So monitor and measure is great. And then when things go sideways, have a plan for that. You know, that's a great skill to master, like mean time to detect, mean time to repair. Those are the other KPIs that you want to manage and understand how to do that. I think if you understand the two side of the pendulum, velocity and stability, and manage those, I think you'll find the answer to get to the always on.
Awesome.
And always don't forget security. Security is in our DNA.
Yeah.
So no matter what choices you make.
Yes, people, I'm completely agree with you. How can we improve something if we are not measured, for example? Yeah, it's very important in our day today. And you also mentioned security. Security is very important in our role. As SRE is a very powerful role with a lot of privileges. How SRE can continuously encouraging that everything is under control, because SRE has a lot of power. It's like a role with all battery included. So how can we continuously improve the security in our systems today?
Yeah, we as Equifax, we have our security team who have already published the control framework and the security policies and the privacy policies that we have to comply within Equifax. So understanding those control and mapping that to the technical requirements and codifying that, that's a great start. Once you have the means to meet your security requirement, the second thing is to measure how effectively you are doing it, how well you are doing, understanding your security posture all the time. So once you get into this cloud native dynamic environment, there are ephemeral resources that come and go. So it's a little challenging, especially when you go into the, but there are tools and the advanced capabilities that you can manage. So we as an SRE spend a lot of time understanding how well we are using the enterprise standard modules, which are trusted modules, bringing the software that are trusted, bringing the cloud infrastructure configuration that are configured using trusted templates and the what we call certified pipelines on our side in Equifax. And the third part really is about the data, right? Securing the data, making sure the right permissions are there. It's making sure we are using the CMEC, right? And we have VPC service controls, and we kind to manage only using the approved services.
Right.
That kind of collectively together gives you that full security posture and visibility into how well we do it effectively. So I think security is everyone's responsibility. So does I say for SRE, reliability is everyone's responsibility. So it takes a more than one person and more than one discipline really to get into. It's a shared responsibility.
Shared responsibility, yeah. All of you guys who are looking this session, keep in mind that security is, everyone are part of the security. So it's important for everyone to take care about all of the control we have, all of the policies and everything in order to have a very powerful and strong system. So thank you, Vipul, for your comment. So let's talk also more about technology. You know, nowadays there are a lot of technologies going there, a lot of features are coming up every day. So we can say that Vertex AI is gaining a lot of popularity today. It's like trending right now, right? How do you see Vertex AI will have, what is the impact that Vertex AI will have in our role? Because Vertex AI is a completely managed suite for all of the machine learning things. So how do you see SRE will play a key role there?
So Vertex AI primarily is driving our analytics workload, especially the model development and training side of the house, and also the development. So we as an SRE are looking towards making development of Vertex AI enabling for the enterprise, especially our data scientists who are building the models in a more secure way and in a more productive way. And also we are reducing some of the cost aspect of it as well, because analytics is a very compute hungry workload. You need a variety of compute configurations. So having a partner with Google and Vertex AI gives us a lot of flexibility to tune our models and give the right machine types and algorithms and the juice to our data scientists that they need, and feed a massive amount of data to it and compute. So I think we're just getting started on it. It's a pretty powerful, and I see a lot of potential that we as SRE will start getting more involved into that.
Awesome. Do you think it will have any impact as well on our GKE cluster? We manage and own hundreds of GKE clusters, right, today? And do you see Vertex at some point will gain more popularity than GKE cluster? How do you see fleet in GKE enterprise, for example?
Yeah, I mean, managing GKE fleet is extremely hard work. Cluster operators are really working on it. So with having GKE enterprise and the fleet concept is going to streamline a lot of the toil that cluster operators have. And there's amazing capability we are enabling with the GitOps pattern, and having a construct where we drive self-service of a lot of the work that our developers need from GKE kind of microservices and namespace and egress gateways. So we are making those self-service. So I really think we are maximizing the productivity and accelerating the innovation that our products need. So awesome. It's a great.
Thank you very much, Vipul, for your comments, for your thoughts. We really appreciate, and thank you also for travel here to Chile. It's a long travel, of course, and we are very happy to finally know you in person. And I would like to hear from you a special word for our Santiago Development Center. We have a lot of talent here. And if tomorrow someone wants to, look at the SRE roles, what should be your comments, your words to them?
Yeah, I do think, I always say that chef cannot be afraid of knife. Okay. So we are builders and we are engineers, and we cannot be afraid of production. So embrace SRE. Production engineering is a great place. It's an exciting place. It's fun. And yeah, keep learning, keep growing together. If you are a developer, if you're a builder at heart, SRE is something will give you a full rounded experience, and just take it as a journey and a learning experience.
Awesome. Great. Thank you for your words. So thank you everyone for joining us today. We are very happy to be here, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and see you in the next episode of SDC Code.